note, I welcome you to another edition of the program Minds Connect on the Perfect Choice station, I-FLIER 103.3 FM Ibadan. Of course, this is the first edutainment radio in Nigeria, and we have come again with another great content for you, our dear listeners. We've got you covered when it comes to giving you wonderful content, okay, for your listening pleasure. And you know how we do it on Minds Connect. We inspire and encourage you out there, especially our students, okay, to do more, because they can do more. You can do more, okay, beyond studying in school. You can take up opportunities, okay. Just look around you and solve problems, and in doing this you are helping someone else, okay, and of course you're also doing well for yourself, okay. So we encourage studentpreneurs out there, students who are involved in a side hustle or a side job, or you're pursuing your talents even while on campus as a student, okay. So we encourage studentpreneurs out there to do more, okay. Studentpreneurs out there, we also encourage students to do more, okay. It's true that whatever you start to learn, or whenever you start a journey, you won't go back to start from that point, okay. It's just like now that you are in, say, 300 level or 400 level. You start from a point. Your university education started from 100 level or 200 level, as the case may be, for those who had direct entry, okay. So you're on that academic journey. So now that you're in 300 level or 400 level, you won't go back to 100 level to start again, or 200 level to start again. You've learned some things on that journey till you reach the particular level that you are now. So you won't go back to start again. Whatever it is you've learned on that journey, you take it with you, and you keep moving on. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. So start the journey now. You have that idea, you have that beautiful thing in your mind. Why don't you let it manifest? Why don't you make it a reality, even now that you are a student, okay? Even now that you are a student, you can do great stuff. We've brought different guests on the show who are either studentpreneurs or were once studentpreneurs. But anyway, I keep saying it, that once a studentpreneur, always a studentpreneur. These are people that they've actually been on this journey, and they've come to tell us a whole lot with regards to what they've learned on the journey. So it's something that is achievable. It is something that you can do. Okay, so start now. Don't wait till when you are done with school, or don't wait till, there's never a perfect time. Okay, I said that last week. There's never a perfect time. This is the time to start, and whatever you learn now will help you even after school. That's the truth. And like I said before, we've had guests on the show who have told us lessons they learned while in school on the studentpreneur journey that has actually helped them even after school. And actually, interestingly, these studentpreneurs are people, that's why I said once a studentpreneur, always a studentpreneur. They continued the business, even if it's not the same business they started while in school. They still continued in the business line, because what they've learned while they were in school has actually helped them to be better even after school. Okay, so start now. So I'm encouraging everyone, especially as students, okay, we bring guests who are studentpreneurs and even young CEOs to inspire you. Okay, so they've been there and they can say a whole lot. Okay, and you'll be able to relate well with these things they've said. They've done it, so that shows that you can also do it. Don't keep waiting for a perfect time. There is never a perfect time. Okay, and let me ask our students out there, what have you been doing since the strike started? So yeah, this is a question you need to think about. Since ASU strike started, what have you been doing as a student? What have you been learning? What have you added to yourself, apart from your academics, apart from the things you've been I'm sure many of us have not even been reading. Okay, what is that? You don't even know when schools will resume, so you've not been reading apparently. So yes, let's put that aside. Okay, so what have you been learning? Maybe an online course, or you went to a place to acquire more skill, or you've been doing something to be better, to add value to yourself. Okay, what have you been doing? Ask yourself. Okay, so this is the time for you to assess yourself and ask. And our parents, please, what efforts have you made, okay, for your children who are students to be engaged with something profitable, something they can learn? Okay, they might not even think about it, and that's why Minds Connect is here to also make you remember and think about these things. Okay, these are things we can actually do. It's not too big, it's not a big deal. It is something you can actually engage in. You will be the first person to benefit from these things, actually. So it's something that you need to engage in, because they are valuable. They will add to you, they will make you better. Yes, they will stretch you, Those things will stretch you, but it's for you to be better. Okay, so our parents, what effort, our mommies and daddies, what effort have you made for your children who have students right now? They are home. Yeah, I mean, I know they are eating all of the food. I know they've made sure that instead of cooking 1-2 cups of rice at home, now you have to cook a congo of rice because you have like 2 or 3 of them right at home with you. Yeah, but besides the food, of course, please try to make sure that you push them, okay, to go learn something, be better. Volunteer. Have you been volunteering at organizations? Okay, have you been, I mean, when you volunteer, you're learning something. Okay, have you volunteered at organizations even in pursuit of that skill you already have? Okay, or you discover that you have a particular talent or a skill. Have you volunteered at organizations to make use of that talent? As you do that, do you know you're actually getting better? So this is the time for us students to do something valuable for ourselves, okay? Because the thing is, it is for your own benefit. Now, even if when you start to make that money from that skill you already acquired, okay, from that business, it's for you. Even if anybody else will benefit from it, you would actually be the first beneficiary. So yeah, you have no excuse. You have to start now, okay? Yes, it's 5 months of strike, and you think that if I start now, maybe school will resume next week or school will resume next month. I'm sure that was what you were saying before. Now, I'm not saying it's good that there is ASU strike, but even now that there's ASU strike and there's really nothing you can do as a person, okay, this is a time that you need to put more effort into doing something valuable, okay? Funny enough, interestingly, what you learn right now could actually help you to start making money even after ASU strike. Yeah. So it's possible that these things will actually do a whole lot. It's not even just possible, it's actually the truth. It will do a whole lot to make you better. Okay, volunteer, okay, learn something, take online courses, okay, go to a place where you can intern and learn a lot. Okay, I mean, we have interns here. You can learn a lot, okay, in pursuance of what it is you are interested in. Now, this is not forcing you to do what you're not even interested in. Look for what it is you're interested in and you feel like you're naturally good at, and learn more, okay? Learn more. You have no excuse. Start now. If you're a student and you're listening to me right now, mommies and daddies, and you have students at home, please try to make sure that they go out to learn, okay? Acquire skills. Even if they don't go out, there are skills online that they can actually learn, okay? To these things, it will help, okay? We will be better. And by the time you resume, I mean, you'll be better. You're going to resume a better person than you were before the ASU strike. Think about it, okay? With all my motivation that I've done now, please do something worthwhile and make impact, okay? It's very, very important, okay? I welcome you once again to the program that is set to inspire, encourage you, especially as students out there, okay? My name is Esther Atilola, Estarify, and of course I'm saying, please, students out there, do something. And beyond students self, people at home, please, as you're listening, try to also think, if you're not doing anything yet, try to think of the things you can do for you to be better. And while we're trying to be better, let's also think of something. Let's try to make impact, no matter how small. Positive impact, please, apparently. Positive impact, no matter how small. And you know how we do on Minds Connect? We have 3 segments. The first segment is Student Lens, where we get to, visit different tertiary institutions in Nigeria. Yeah, in Nigeria, because someone is looking at me like, do you travel out of this place? Yeah, I try to, to make sure that I try to get 1 or 2 from views from our students on different tertiary institutions, okay? So we'll visit different tertiary institutions to get the views, opinions, thoughts of students with regards to different topics that of course relate to them. And of course we'll ask questions, okay? It could be current affairs, questions with regards to concerning their universities or their polytechnics or their their schools, basically, okay? So it's basically for us to know how students, our Nigerian students, are conversant, okay, with their school environment. Okay, are conversant with Nigerian topics, issues, are also conversant with how well they know current affairs. It's very, very important. Okay, so let's move to that part of Minds Connect where we get to hear the thoughts of Nigerian students on different topics and questions. And it's always interesting, actually, because we've gotten funny answers so far. Okay, and like I mentioned, it's for us to our students to know how our students are conversant with their school environment and even current affairs. And last week we asked for the full meaning of NIN. And trust me, we got different kinds of answers from national identificational number. I don't know, I've never heard identificational number before, but then I heard that national identificational number to national identity card. But of course, we had students who, gave the correct answer. Okay, national identification number. That's the correct. So if you don't know what NIN is, if you missed last week's edition of Minds Connect, that was where we actually said the full meaning, the correct meaning of NIN. Okay, I'm actually laughing because I'm not sure there's somebody who's smiling who actually maybe doesn't know or didn't know before. But then NIN means national identification number. Okay, so if you did not know before, now you know. Okay, please, these are simple things that we should know. We're students, we should actually know these things. So when they wake you up from sleep and ask you the meaning of NIN, you will say the correct answer. Okay, so this week, I asked a serious question. So this time we're not asking the full meaning of whatever it is, but then this is actually a serious question. The question is, if you were given the chance to be the rector or vice chancellor of your institution for a day, what would you do different? Okay, so basically this is addressing the issues in their institutions. So as usual, I visited an institution in Ibadan, okay, and got their thoughts concerning this question. And of course, I got the views of students from different institutions, polytechnic, university, even private universities. And I actually found out that even students in private universities actually saw some issues that they feel they could change if they were given a chance to be the vice chancellor of their university. So, I mean, that's why the question is coined: if you were given the chance to be the rector or vice chancellor of your institution for a day, what would you do different? Okay, so let's go now with me. Let's go to the tertiary institutions and hear what our Nigerian students have to say concerning their institution. It's Minds Connect. I'll be right back in a bit.
If I was given the opportunity to be a rector for poly for a day, like I will change different type of thing, like everything that is not proper in the school. I will change them, and those people that are doing maybe anyhow, I will maybe or put them in place some people, I be other people.
Very, very powerful. It's just like politics. So just like telling somebody that if you are given the opportunity to become a president for a whole day, no, you can't satisfy everybody in this Nigeria. So that question does not have one direct answer like that.
Okay, so to change anything, probably better academic lifestyle, better classroom environment, conducive environment, and better hostel living for those living in hostels.
What I feel like I'll do for a day, since it's just for a day, I'll probably set in laws because I'm currently in a school where we have a restriction to go places. So, compared to public schools where people have opportunities to maybe work as they're schooling or, just have many opportunities, I say opportunities wise, to get experiences. But currently where I am, I don't have that luxury to get many experiences, only if I wanted to be like remote wise. So like for a day, if I was going to be the vice chancellor, I will set in laws and policies like that in place, maybe once a month or twice a month, where they can now bring these experiences, opportunities to us. So people that are interested can get involved, because now I don't have any opportunity or any time, only after school, to now start working on my experiences and my skills. And
that kind of question is very hard though, because looking at it now, although I don't know, I've not desired to be in that kind of position because it's not even easy to be a director on its own. But if I was given a chance to be in that office maybe for a day, I think I don't know. I don't know.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna help a lot of students who is not opportune to pay their fees, so I'm going to give them like scholarship, trying to invest things like as in a lot.
There are some things they do here that most of students can't even voice out. Sure, you understand? Because there are some things you do, people will be saying, this school is scam, this school is do this and that, which Studio is supposed to be doing like that. See, there is a lot of things we do here that if it is in maybe Ibadan Poly or all those polytechnic, you have the right to voice out that they are doing something you didn't like. She understand. But here you can't. Anything they do to you, you have to take it as your own course. She understand. And the thing is that me now, I will change the way they are operating. It will be totally different from how they are doing. She understands. There are some students you need to talk to as in okay, oh, you can't even talk. You can't even. They can't even walk towards you that they want to even talk to you. She understand. Unless maybe you have something to collect from them or something. She understand. Most of students fear about you that I didn't want to talk to that at all. I didn't because the way they see you, they will be thinking that this guy, you can't even go there. Trust me. Anytime they have problem with their education or anything about it, I will do that.
If I become director in my school, number one thing, my school doesn't have pity. The first thing I would like to change is that orientation of lack of mercy, lack of pity. Because in fact, an impromptu payment too is too much in my school here. I remember when my heart almost ran to my mouth, but thank God. So I just have to, but I give glory to God. Still, in everything, all glory be to God because at least I could, by the grace of God, I paid it and it was settled. So at least I wouldn't force, at least pitying students is very important. Now we know the way the economy is, so at least there should be a kind of pity that even the school management should at least have on the students. So at least if I'm director, and in fact, there will be scholarship programs, not just one because they don't really, just maybe okay, maybe once in a while, sha. But at least as a student, what will make the student proud of the school, what will make the student even happy to even participate in some things, some activities, some extracurricular activities in the school. But when you participate sef, we don't know, maybe tomorrow if you do anything bad, the whole road will settle the matter. So I believe with that. So
So if I were to be a rector for a day, I will really organize the school in a different way because here in our school here, their organizing mentality is not that strong because they just give out impromptu news at any time. They can just tell you have to pay 5,000 between 2 hours. Where should we get that? Who does that? We are not plugging this money from tree, so we just have to just comply with them so that we can just have our way forward.
That one, Joshua said something. He said, the school doesn't give pity. Even when I had the new self, my heart was beating. Hey, which kind of nonsense. Anyway, I was not prepared for it. I was not prepared for the exam because it was so urgent that you see everyone was just running up and down. So I would have to this school doesn't give pity. I think as long as I was rector, I will change that. I'll give pity for students who also have the money. At least let them just have the time to not. I don't want them to. Let's say I don't rush them into doing something that will lead them to trouble. I'll just give them time so that they'll complete everything they want to do. Then they'll start what they want to do.
If I'm to be the director of my school, I would like to change the mix of payments in the school so that it can be easy for every student. And I would like to give the school, I would like to give them, I would like to give the school good, I would like to give the school information before the day of the due date, not giving information when it's already due.
like giving information ahead. Maybe like when we are having exam, they should have tell us like a month to when we are having exam. I would like to be doing that if I'm sure every student in the school, um, every student in the school are flowing along in the midst of payments and all.
The rector just from one day. Many things I will do anyway. Many things. But then we will start from the reduction of stress. Yeah, we go through a lot of stress, and this is in our school. We go through a lot of stress and all that, and then we are too much of impromptu payment and all that. At least there should be reduction in, even though we are going to pay at least, let's have if not 2 weeks or 3 weeks, if not even 1 month notice for this thing, so that we won't be running elter skelter for money and all that. So I believe one of the things I would do is to reduce stress.
If I'm a rector for one day, first and foremost, I have to open up the laboratory in this school. And if I'm chanced also, I'll have to bring in art courses.
So be director for a day. I'll change the school fees, the hostel time. I'll change the way student dress, and I would make sure I do a lot of social things that can make students be encouraged to come to institutions like this.
Double MG, we rich forever.
Maybach music.
All right, you're welcome back. It is Minds Corner right here on I-FLIER 103.3 FM Ibadan. And you heard the voices of Nigerian students who said if they were given the chance to be the rector or vice chancellor of their institutions, they would do different things. One said scholarship. One said he will make sure that he's accessible. Okay, he would allow students to come say whatever it is they have on their minds and all of that. They mentioned different things, and for some you could hear the pain in the voice of some students, okay, concerning the issues in their institution. Okay, they do not like the way things are, and they feel like these things can be changed. Okay, these things can be changed, but of course we hope that our institutions can be better in these areas that they have highlighted, and of course in the other areas that the students could not highlight. Okay, we hope that our tertiary institutions will be better. Okay, will be better, and of course students can enjoy, receive lectures in a conducive environment, also receive education, study, and not have so many issues like the way some of our students mentioned in the voice pop you listened to earlier. Okay, that's with the end of the first segment of Minds Connect, and of course we'll be moving to the gist in the education sector. Okay, here on Minds Connect, this is the second segment. We look at the gist, okay, things happening in the education sector, okay. And I know ASU strike